పొద్దున ఆగింది మధ్యలో అది ఆగిందని బయలుదేరిన అది మధ్యలో బఫరింగ్ అని మెసేజ్ చేస్తున్నాను అది చార్ట్ చూసి బయలుదేరి
Last class we have discussed about the four tenses in the present tense, and today we are going to learn about the past tense. And the past tense we have four aspects, that is simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Yes, let us learn one by one. Clear? Yes, and to talk about the completed actions. If any action happened in the past, to talk about such action, we use simple past tense. And let us learn examples. For suppose he left the class. He left the class. They started a business. Business last year. And we asked them okay, and I told you many times. So whatever the action completed in the past, so we use simple past tense. He left the classroom or class. He left the classroom or class, you can write. And they started business last year. We can mention the time. So we asked them, I told you many times. So whatever, if you want to mention where, when the action held, if you have interest, you can mention here. Or no, okay. So this is about the simple past tense. Most probably, when we know, if you know simple present tense, if you know simple past tense, a little bit 10-15% language you can talk. Why? Because to talk about the complete actions we use simple past tense, and whatever the action you are going to do, to talk about such actions you can use in simple present tense. These two tenses are important for communication. But when we learn grammar, all kinds of bits will come. That is why we should learn each and every tense. And this is okay. They are more shorter. But in the editing passage, when we get the sentence, for suppose, she so if we get this kind of example when we get editing passage, so if we get this kind of thing, so what we write in this blank, how can you identify? So here we have a keyword. If you find yesterday, last year, last month, last week, so if you find this kind of words, so the sentence should be in simple past tense. So what we write? watched. Watched you can write. So this will be the answer. So when we learn identity passage, I will tell you how you identify the tense, how you identify the sentence, how you write answer. So here, first of all, if you find last week or yesterday, for suppose ago or last year, anything, if you find this kind of words, I'm talking about the editing passage. First of all, if you get a question to identify the error in the sentence, if you find this kind, here just now I have written, so I have written a blank. So based on this word yesterday, if you find yesterday or last week or last year, most probably ago, if you find this word and you should write the sentence in simple past tense. Okay, remember this one. So that's one. And simple past tense structure is subject plus past form, second verb plus object. So some students ask me, sir, what is subject? Whom we talk about is called subject. So what is verb? The word which describes the work. So next object, which receives the subject, or recipient we can call, which receives the subject. The word is called a subject, or else the word which follows the verb. The word which follows the verb is called as object. So remember this. Actually, you won't get what is subject, what is object in the examination, these kind of questions. But you should have idea. You should be able to identify each and every word with its definition. Then only you will get perfection. Next, we learn past continuous tense. So past continuous tense. Here, when let me tell you, when we use past continuous tense. So when two actions were happened, but suppose one action was keep on going on. One action was keep on going on in the past at a certain time. In the same time, the second action completed. So one action was going on. The second action completed. So the action which the continuous action we should write in past continuous tense. The completed action we should write in simple past tense. So difficult. If we write example, you can understand easily. Let me write definition. When an action was going on in the past. Same right, the second action. Completed the same time. Completed the time. Continuous action. Action should begin So, for better understanding, I have written a lengthy definition. So, simple thing. Suppose, let me write one example. First suppose, y goes okay. Okay. Here, so here two actions completed and one action which is before the comma. While my mother was cooking chicken, so my mother was preparing chicken at a certain time in the past. At the time, her finger burnt. The action while she was cooking, her finger burnt. What is the action was keep on going on? She was cooking chicken. Okay, that is continuous action in the past. The another completed action, nothing but her finger burnt. Okay, that completed. So, in the same way, when we have two actions, one action was going on in the past, the continuous action should be in the past continuous. The another action should be in the simple past tense. Okay, but most of the students what they know, and to talk about the actions to talk about the past actions in a continuous sense, we use past continuous tense. For suppose I came to your house yesterday evening, but I did not find you. Where did you go? Yes, I was playing cricket with my friends yesterday evening. Clear? And you played cricket, but you want to talk about the action in a continuous sense. Hey, I was playing cricket yesterday evening. Okay, that is okay. So most of the students what they will get idea now. So to talk about the past actions in a continuous sense, that is okay, right? But this is clear cut. Everything clear. When we have two actions, one continuous action where one action was going on, the another action completed. Continuous action should be in the past continuous, completed action should be in the simple past tense. Okay. And next we prepare one more example. When I was teaching, lesson or some lesson, Raju slept. Raju slept. Okay. In last minutes. Generally, I am taking an example for better understand. If I give this kind of example, you can remember more time. You can understand better. That's why I have written like this. Okay. So here two action. One action was continuing. The second action completed. So continuous action and which tense we should write? Past continuous. Completed action, simple past tense we should write. So I was teaching a lesson. While I was teaching, Raju, he got a headache and we slept in the last bench. So continuous action, I was teaching. Completed action, he slept. So in the same way, when one action was going on, second action completed. Okay, this is the way. And based on this, so you can slide this. I will write one more example. First of all, we write one more example. When one Rani was going to school. She saw an accident. So when Rani was going to school, we can write while you can write, when you can write. Okay. So Rani was going to school on certain time. So she saw an accident. So the continuous action, when did she see the accident? And she saw the accident when she was going to school. So continuous action, she was going. Complete action, she saw an accident. So what talk about this kind of? So you can write remaining also. For suppose while I was preparing for exams, while Madhu was doing dance. His father came. So while Madhu was doing dance, right, and Madhu was dancing also, right. Okay. So Madhu was doing dance. His father came. Continuous action. He was dancing. Complete action. His father came. And so when Sri was watching TV, and the phone rang. His phone rang. Again, right? His phone rang. So here, what's under? He was watching TV. He got a phone call. His phone rang. You can ask here. We have subject, helping verb, object. Okay. But here past tense. This is subject. His phone and object. Sorry. This is second verb. And you can write object. You can write his phone rang. In his pocket. You can write. In the hall. You can write. So wherever you can mention any place. That's all. So this is about all past continuation. Here, whatever you remember is, so if you know this, what is the definition, if you prepare some examples and you can use that. So, and whatever happened, so if you want to explain any situation to your parents or to your friends or something, so when I was preparing for exams, so I got a phone call and so I had to leave house. Why? Because my friend asked me to come. So that is why I left the class. So if you know this definition, you can prepare two sentences. You can make two actions in one case. So this one, we prepare one more example. While I was playing cricket, okay, so he called me. So when I was playing cricket, I got a phone call from my friend. Someone asked, when did you get call from Raju? So when I was playing cricket, I got a call from Raju. So it is a combination of two actions. These are about past continuations. And remember one thing, when you get editing classes and you grammar bit, for suppose I will write one example. So in the editing passage, we get this kind of blanks also. We have this kind of bit in the examination. So we get this kind of bits. And generally, I told you, hey, whenever you get any blank or any error bit, and then you can identify based on the keyword, you should be able to identify the sentence which belongs to certain dates. So here, same way. What is the clue here? How can we identify? This sentence we should write this sentence, this sentence we should write this sentence. At the time, if you find while after the next sentence, the sentence which follows the while should be in past continuous. So how can we make the sentence past continuous? I did not tell you. So when you get was, I, he, she, it, name. If you find these things as subjects, was we should write. Okay. But suppose you, we, they are plural names. You can write verb. You can't see. Okay, I write here. So if you find I as subject, we should write was. I was working. Why should we write I was? Why? Because the sentence follows while. The sentence which is after while should be past continuous tense. If you know the past continuous structure, then only you can write. So I was working in the Infosys company. What happened? When I was working in the company, he offered me a job. And I told you here, the continuous action should be in the past continuous. When one action was in the past continuous, the second action should be in the simple past. So how can we make this sentence in simple past tense? The giving second verb or past form. So if you know why, then you can identify I was mad. After the word, which is after the word why, should be in past continuous. So when you be able to find one word in past continuous, the second word should be in simple past. Okay, this is. And when we learn editing passage or many grammar bits, and we learn this kind of examples. And just now I told you, if you find yesterday or ago or last week or last year or last month, okay, 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 10 years ago, if you find this kind of words, the sentence should be in the simple past tense. Okay, and that is right. So remember those words what I am telling you. If you find by past tense, and if you find yesterday or today, last year. So this is the sentence should be the simple past. Now we learn about past perfect tense. If you have any doubts, just you can mention in the comment box. Okay. Next, we learn past perfect tense. But one thing you remember, if you are unable to remember this definition, you are hard. Okay. If you are unable to remember the definition and you remember this example, this that we are more close to you, more related to this. Okay. So if you know the example, then you can understand things better. Next, past perfect tense. So past perfect tense. So we have 12 tenses, and 2 tenses are related to the 2 actions. One is past continuous, when one action was going on, second action. Continuous action should be in the past continuous, second action should be simple past. In the same way here, past perfect tense, when 2 actions happen one after another. Okay, so when two actions happened one after another, the first action should be in the past perfect tense. Second action should be in the simple past tense. I'll give one example, then you can I understand better. So, when first suppose, okay, when I reached the bus station, the bus left. So here the bus left, I reached the bus station. Two actions held. These two actions are held one after another without taking much more gap. So which action held first? The first action. When I reached the bus station, I did not find the bus. That is why we can understand the bus had left the bus station. So the bus had left the bus station. That action first. The bus left the bus stand. That is why we should write that sentence in past perfect tense. The bus had left the bus station. Bus station or bus stand. When I reached bus station, you can write. And so here, which action was the bus had left the bus station. So how can you identify? Sorry, I reached the bus station. I did not find the bus. I asked somebody, and he said, "Hey, the bus had left. The bus had left." So then the first action should be in past perfect tense. Second action should be in the simple past tense. So we write one definition. Completed. You can write here as one after another. One after another. We should write. First action. First event you can write, first action you can write. First action in past perfect tense. Second action. Action. Simple past tense. Okay.
So mode is not clear. Zoom is somebody get message.
Okay. So and what I suggest you is whenever you prepare any definition, the definition should be in your own words. Then you can understand and you can remember easily. In textbooks, when we read definitions, it may not; those definitions may not easy to your mind. Then at the time, you ask your teachers and you ask teacher or sir to prepare an easy definition. Then you can remember easily. In the same way, that is why I am writing in this sense. When two actions completed, one after another, we should write first action or first event. You can write first event in past perfect tense, second in simple past tense. This is one example, and the second example, the movie. The movie Hyde. Started. Then he reached the theater. Reached. You can write here. Here. The movie had already started. Sir, you did not have already in this structure. Sometimes we can find it. No need to think about that. The movie had started. Right. The movie had already started. When it reaches theater. Theater. This spelling we can write in two ways. THEA. TR you can write. THEA. TRE you can write. One is US language. One is UK. Both are correct, okay. Sometimes learn also, and learn if you find learn the second verb in the same way learned also we can find these two. So learn right and learn also right. So we got situation that I am telling you about this theater, and we can propose two actions and one after another. What happened? When many examples you can write. When I had two actions related mass. I had offered him a job. I had offered, suppose I had offered him a job. Just I offered him a job, and his father told him to start a business. His father told him to start a business. For suppose I found my friend. Okay, I offered him a job. Yes, sir. In my company there is a job, and I talked to my manager. I'll arrange a job for him. I had offered him a job at the time, and his father said, "My son, he doesn't do job, and he will start a business." His father suggested him to start a business. So what happened? So the same thing when I offered job, and his father told him, "Hey, don't go for job, and you start business." So which happened first? I offered him a job. The second thing is his father told him, I suggested him, or advised him to get right. So this is the way. This is past perfect tense. So these two tenses are little bit difficult. That is past continuous and past perfect tense. Okay. We can write many examples based on if you get any incident. If you think about any of your incidents, the two actions happen one after another, you can write those actions in past perfect tense. Okay, and also when you prepare sentences, first to think about your actions which you did in the past. Okay, and based on your past action, personal experience, you can prepare examples. Okay, easily you can understand, easily you can write. Next, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. So what is the structure? So when we use past perfect continuous tense, and one action started in the past and been continuing for a long time and completed in the past. Nothing but to talk about the long-term past activities. To talk about long-term past actions, we use past perfect continuation. And if I give example, you can understand better. Gandhiji had been struggling for freedom. Nearly 30 or 40 years he struggled for Indian independence. At last he struggled, we got independence, complete over. But the action continued for long time. To talk about such kind of long-term activities, we use past perfect continuous tense. Rarely we can find these kind of sentences. Action starting to long. Past and being continued. Being continued for a long time. Completed. Completed and the past. So we can write. So an action started in the past. Okay. Past. Been continuing for long time and completed in the past. This is complete past. We can write this Gandhiji struggled for freedom. Okay, we can write in simple past also. But when we explain an action clearly to anybody, at the time we use this tense. Okay. Example. Gandhiji and for freedom. Okay. For 40 years you can write. If not, that's no problem. And police and killed struggling. We should write in past tense. Been. Actually, I have written this in past perfect, but we should write. I have been struggling for freedom, and the police had been searching for Naxalites. Searching for Naxalites in old days. Now, okay, and he had been preparing for civil exam. Civil exam for 5 years or 6 years, so you can measure the time. That is okay. So, in the same way, to talk about the long-term past activities, we use past perfect continuous tense. The action started in the past and been continuing, completed in the past. Gandhiji had been struggling for freedom, and based on example you can easily understand. So Gandhiji struggled for 40 years. First suppose he had been preparing for civil exams. Some of the people, and if they want to become group exam or if they want to become government officers, so and they prepared, they work very hard. And so in the same way, he had been preparing for civils exam or UPSC exam for 5 years or 6 years or 10 years. Okay, so to talk about these kind of actions, long term past active, we use past perfect continuous tense. And then, if you have any doubt, you can mention the comment box, and tomorrow I will explain. So one student asked me, so I, first suppose, so I is noun or pronoun? I is pronoun. How can you say it is pronoun? So it is not noun. If we use any word instead of noun, it is called pronoun. So what is noun? The name of place, person or thing. And say in simple word, if you find any name, it may be book name, it may be house name, it may be place name, it may be any name. So the name is noun. For suppose my name is Raju, I am Raju. So if I say Raju, it is noun. Instead of Raju, I am a student. Okay. But suppose if we use instead of name, I am using this. That is why it is pronoun. Okay, this is about today's class, and the next class we will continue. We will learn about simple future tense. And so what you do is, today's homework is, I want you prepare only 5 exams. I am not expecting more. And we learned total 8 tenses, simple present to past perfect continuous. 8 examples, and each from each tense you should prepare 5 examples. Okay, and 8 5 40 examples you should write. That is today's homework. And most probably, remember, I suggest you, what I tell you is, so most of the students they raise doubt. Sir, when you explain the things, when you are teaching, and we are understanding each and everything clearly, we are writing examples, we are writing in examinations, everything okay. But when we get 3 or 4 months of holidays, after 3-4 months gap, and we are unable to remember the things properly, then what should we do? It is nothing but our teachers also, they every time they won't prepare. Just why? Because when you write examples, by doing practice, you can remember the things long time. So that is why I am asking you write examples from each tense. If you work for 4 to 5 days on this bit, okay, not always, on this bit, and you can remember for long time. And most probably try to prepare definitions in your own sense. I have written my own. I think this is most suitable for you. That's why I have written this kind of definitions. Easy to understand. Okay, you can find out some of the definitions in some of the books. Okay, that is different. But if it is suitable for you, then you can use it. Okay, this is based on definition, based on chapter. You can prepare examples. So remaining things we learn tomorrow, and simple future continuous, and future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. Okay, thank you. దీన్ని ఏం చేయాలి? తీసేయాలి అంతే, అయిపోయింది.
మేడం, నేను వెళ్తున్నాను సిటీకి వెళ్తున్నాను.
నేర్పియండి, నేను మళ్ళీ ఇంట్లో చేసి పంపిస్తాను. చేస్తారా కూడా?
అదే రేపు చేస్తాను.
నేను రాసేస్తాను బోర్డు రేపు రాగానే ఎల్లీగా
లాక్ చేసుకుని
చెప్పేస్తాను.
ఓకే మేడం.